Hey man, it's your boy DAA man, Daylight TV, back at you with another one. And on this trip, we got Jaguar Wright on real life street stars, right? Hayden would call it Blue Couch. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Jaguar Wright, you probably know more about her story than I do. You know what I mean? Because like I said many times on this channel, I don't really do rabbit holes or booty holes on this channel. And Shorty just seemed like a booty hole conspiracy theorist, if you ask me. But I did do some homework in prepping for this video, you know what I mean, which we'll unpack later. But about 2 months ago, Jaguar Wright appeared on Piers Morgan after Houston-based attorney Tony Busby filed one of his many lawsuits against Diddy, little over a month after he was taken into custody by federal authorities, right? DJ Vlad was also a guest on that broadcast, and Piers Morgan asked Vlad what he thought about Jaguar, you know, making her usual outlandish and, you know, crazy claims and accusations, you know what I mean, and whatnot. And Vlad pretty much had this to say.
Well, I'm joined now by the host of Vlad TV, DJ Vlad. DJ Vlad, I mean, it's pretty horrifying listening to these testimonies. What did you make of what you just heard?
Well, Jaguar Wright is known to be a conspiracy theorist. I don't really co-sign anything that she says. I've never had her on my show, and I don't have any plans to have her on my show.
You don't believe her?
She had an album in 20 years, and a lot of this stuff is just stuff she's heard, things she's making up, and so forth. I'm not saying that there aren't serious things that Diddy may have done, but yeah, I can't co-sign anything that Jaguar Wright is saying, if that's your question.
All right, so that's pretty much Vlad's reaction or whatever to, you know, Piers Morgan asking him. So he ain't jump out the window and, you know, just say, you know, like start saying stuff about Shorty, you know what I mean? So then Jay-Z, who Jaguar claimed knocked her up and, you know, made her abort the mission, was named in an amended lawsuit filed by Tony Busby against Diddy. So Jaguar went to her real life street home, you know what I'm saying, real life production home and shit. That seemed to be her little go-to spot where she get her rocks off, you know what I mean? And I guess she calls herself trying to expose Vlad and all that. But before we get into the video, hit that like and subscribe button for me, and, you know, smash that notification bell if you really mobbing with the content. Daylight TV, let's get it.
I know, I didn't realize I didn't subscribe on this phone. No, because they get deleted and I keep moving and I forget.
Oh, man.
Okay, is it on the community feed, baby?
Yeah.
It's a video. Oh.
What is the video of? If you
Hold
don't
on,
know?
let's see. Oh, DJ Vlad, you're wrong.
Oh, shoot.
Is that it?
Oh, shoot.
I don't know why more people aren't looking at this, but why isn't it playing? Is there the Bluetooth? That's what it is. Hold on. You know, I have so many phones and I never know what's connected to what and who and why. Those were going to, okay, here we go. Yes.
Damn, you know what? It's crazy how her saying that made me think about how much her phone and her have in common, or at least her story. You know what I'm saying? Like, real nigga shit. Like, I don't know who or what or why they're connected to what they're connected to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to stop that shit. Like that. That shit funny as hell.
Alrighty. See, there's a receipt. And this is what I love when people say, she never has any receipts. Yeah. She don't have any receipts.
Everyone knew he was the devil.
Everyone wanted to go to Diddy's white parties. When they were happening, if I got an invite, I would go. But there's a party within a party.
This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching for decades. It must
Jaguar Wright is known to be a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, no, bro. Vlad. Hey, Vlad. Vlad TV, aka what's your name, bro? Vladimir Booski. It's Vladimir. Let me get this straight, because I'm not versed Ukrainian. Vladimir Lyubovny. That's his name. I'm gonna look it up. Hey, yo, no, Vlad, this is what.
Well, look, first off, no lies told there. Like, you know what I'm saying? You are a conspiracy theorist. And I know for a fact that everybody wanted to invite to the all-white party, especially. But that don't necessarily mean that they was trying to be in the party. You know what I'm saying? And for the record, Vlad's last name is pronounced Lubavny, right? So Lubav means like love in Ukrainian, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about being from New York City and shit. Like, the diversity makes it, you know, easy or gives you an advantage of becoming more cultural. You know what I mean? But back to the content though.
Wolfgang, I'm gonna come at you as a tech guy,
Because he is a tech guy. That's his background.
I met
Before
you
vlogging.
Carpet at the homie YG. Shout out to YG. I'm from Compton, but YG's from Compton.
From
I
Bompton.
met you at his red carpet,
Mhm.
and you were surprised to know. You were surprised that I knew who you were. I know you a tech guy. You come from the tech background. I got a tech background, so you know people know each other. Yeah, and I met you, and you know you were like, oh shit, yeah. You know, I say, hey, what's up, Vlad? You know, this is what it is.
Like Taki.
Vlad, bro, you're a vulture.
Yeah, he is.
You're not hip hop.
At
You're
all.
about as DJ as DJ Tanner from Full House. You're about as DJ Academic.
He's a dick jockey.
A disgruntled journalist. How about that? Vlad,
He's not a journalist at all. He's a chronologist.
Vlad, you know you.
Alright, let me stop it right there, right quick or whatever, man. Shit. First of all, hate to break it to you, Jag, but chronologist is not even a word. The word you're looking for is chronicler, right? Which is almost like a higher regard of journalism. You know what I'm saying? Because a chronicler pretty much records historical events in chronological order without any analyst or interpretation. So meaning that they simply take the fact from the person who was there or actually lived through the experience, put it out there, and then let the public decide or whatever what they want to do or how they want to interpret. You understand what I'm saying? Second is I don't know who this Wolfgang nigga is, but it's too much fluff to where I already don't take him serious or whatever, talking about he's from Compton, but YG from Bompton. So is he saying that, you know, he from the Crip side of things? Or is he just claiming like a civilian tech head? Because that's something usually that, I don't know, niggas, when they want you to know like whether or not they bang the B or the C or whatever, they'll put like, you know, Compton or Bompton or whatever and shit like that, even though Compton is the actual name. But y'all get my drift, right? So pointing that out or whatever, that he's a tech guy, doesn't really do much for me, because like Vlad is always talking about having a computer science degree from UC Berkeley and all of that shit. Third is, you can say what you want about him being, you know, white or like not of the culture authentically and shit, but as someone who is a mixtape aficionado, you know what I mean, I can attest to the fact that Vlad was definitely putting in the work where he's qualified to be called a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Not just in hip hop, but in R&B. Like he done did the Alicia Keys event. You know what I mean? Even in the reggae field with Barrington Levy. You know what I mean? I believe so. Like, I literally used to see Vlad when he was like Vlad the Butcher. You understand what I'm saying? Like, had the hand truck dropping off mixtapes on consignment to niggas, and you know, really, you know, niggas I was really cool with, like, you know, On the Low Music, downtown Brooklyn, Nighthawk Entertainment, what you call it, Amadou on 14th Street. So as much as I may not agree with everything like Vlad say concerning hip hop and shit, like, I'm not jacking no false narrative and shit like that or whatever. But back to the content though.
You're wrong.
Honey, you should talk. For real, because he said he would never sit with us.
No, I know.
Never. He said he would never sit with me. He would never have me on his. He never wanted to talk to me. Never would.
But I got receipts. Vlad, why did you reach out to Jag back in June asking for Jag to be on the show?
Why you do that, Vlad?
Vlad, why you playing in our face?
Why you lying? Why you lying on his podcast?
And Vlad and your fat ass wife.
We'll stop there.
Damn.
But
Damn.
let's be very clear. This is the email that DJ Vlad sent me, his producer sent me, asking me to appear on his podcast on YouTube just after the Cassie video was released on my birthday. I saw it. I never responded. Odell responded. Weeks and weeks later. But then again, Diddy was already in trouble, so you really didn't need to talk to me because you couldn't do much disinformation with me. I guess that's why your friend from the Star Report, or should I say the Comet Report, because he crashed out just like a comet. I guess that's why he was so upset.
So the Cassie video, like, is what she's talking about or whatever and shit, and Vlad reaching out to her for the joint. So the Cassie video dropped in May, right? 6 months after Cassie had filed her lawsuit or whatever, which was in November. You know what I'm saying? Like, November 18th actually is the date. So that shit was settled in 24 hours. We all know about that, right? So now, since the lawsuit, or even like the settlement of a lawsuit, does not mean guilty, right? No one knew that there was any like merit to the claims and none of that shit or whatever. But the video kind of gave us an image to attack the allegation to. Like, you know what I mean? We got to see it in living color. Now, Vlad is media, right? So whether or not Jaguar telling the whole truth or a whole lie, she still generated enough interest where, you know, it's worth chronicling, you know what I'm saying, what she had to say. Problem is, if you chronicleize, you know, what she says, you might expose the holes in a lot of her stories. Like, she seemed to like the platform where she can kind of bounce around the platforms and not platform, but bounce around the timeline and all that. But if that email was sent when the hotel video dropped, then Diddy wasn't even in custody yet. So she can't, like, there's no real disinformation to be done, you know what I'm saying, to you, because Diddy's not even indicted at that time. Like, the raid had happened and everything like that, but he's not necessarily under any indictment or like hadn't been charged with anything. But yo, did dude just say, like, in the video, did he just say something about Vlad's wife? Like, I didn't even know Vlad was married. I'm gonna have to look into that, you know what I'm saying, and figure that one out. But back to the joint though.
Upset when I started asking him relevant questions about why he's propping up a liar. At this point in time, Vlad, I think it's only fair to say that Carol Johnson, your assistant, unless you're saying you didn't know, she sent this on your behalf. You did want me on your show.
I mean, which makes sense. for the kind of content he chased.
Yeah.
It makes
He's
sense.
always looking to put a case on somebody to move him out of the way.
With that being said, was it stated that you weren't going to rebuttal Vlad at that time? Did they let you know?
I didn't even know Vlad was going to be on.
Oh.
Like I said, it was brilliant.
Wow.
Because everything that he said, denouncing me and then confirming me and then talking about, that all happened a day before the report about the 9-year-old boy was released. And before people started confirming that the video that was being shopped around was Bieber and Diddy. See, that's the problem.
All right. So this shit crazy. Okay, so she talking about Star, you know what I'm saying? Formerly a Star in Buck Wild in the morning, you know what I'm saying? But Star been crashing out. In fact, his career at Hot 97 kind of ended due to a sound effect of a plane crashing after Aaliyah died. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he ended up over there at Power 105. Now, as far as one of the real life dudes saying that the type of content that Vlad chases makes sense for him to reach out to Jaguar, is kind of like the pot calling the kettle black, you know what I'm saying? All puns intended. Because y'all do the same type of content in real life, you know what I mean? Y'all acting a little messier with it, which is why I like to watch sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's good TV, you know what I mean? But here we go again with the whole, you know, Vlad put cases on people, he the feds. Meanwhile, like, not one person who Vlad interviewed that has like ended up locked up and shit has said that Vlad is the reason why his case, you know what I mean, went bad, nor has the interview been used in anybody's discovery or presented in anybody's discovery. The only person you can kind of say that caught a case from doing the Vlad interview was Keepy D for real. You know what I'm saying? See, this the real streets over here at Daylight TV, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't call a op a rat without the work. You get what I'm saying? Now, I can say for sure, well, I can't say for sure, whatever, how Piers Morgan sets up his interviews, you know what I mean, with his guests. But usually when they do a panel like that, everybody knows who all gonna be on there and shit like that or whatever, as a means to create talking points. But she could have not known, you know what I'm saying? But as far as the report about the 9-year-old, it was actually a 10-year-old, not that makes it any better. And the report wasn't really like a factual report or whatever and shit. It was simply another anonymous lawsuit filed by Tony Busby. You get what I'm saying? The glorified ambulance chaser from Houston who ran for mayor and lost to Sylvester Turner, who is the same one that, the same mayor, whatever, that they alleged for, Whack 100 said allegedly wore a wire on Jay Prince and them or whatever for about 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's one thing. That's a whole nother story for another video though. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, so, you know, it's not like it was some groundbreaking report. And I have searched like the far corners of the net to try to find out if there's any truth to this whole Diddy and Bieber video and shit, and I got nothing. But let me know if y'all know something I don't in the comments, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get back to my content.
See, that's the problem with running your mouth, Vlad. That's the problem. You didn't realize on Monday that every word that you said was going to be invalidated on Tuesday. See, that's what happens when you're a liar. See, I didn't have to worry about what I said on Monday, because I knew what I said on Monday was going to hold up on Wednesday.
She's doing that crazy lady shit again.
The truth needs no support, just time and room.
Why do you think Vlad has been allowed to take root in our culture and be able to do as many things as he's been able to do?
I believe, in my opinion, that he is an information and disinformation agent. I think the reason why it's hard for anyone to attach him to any American agency is because he isn't a part of any American agency. I have reason to believe that he is Mossad, Israeli intelligence.
Oh yeah. This bitch burnt out. She burnt out. Mossad nigga? Really? The Israeli equivalent of the CIA. Somebody get Shorty her meds, bro. Ain't no fucking way, bro. Let's keep mobbing. I gotta hear this shit, bro. Like, how's she gonna do this?
Intelligence background. I mean, you were born in that region, or at least your people come from that region. You marry a black woman, you know, get you a little black sympathy, get into the culture a little bit, act like you want to make black people famous and you care about this and that. I remember when you started, Vlad. You want to know what was funny? A friend of mine that worked for Homeland Security told me to never sit with you because this isn't the first time you reached out to me, Vlad.
Oh, hell nah. So now you got friends in Homeland Security warning you about Vlad, a DJ turned hip hop journalist, chronicler, whatever you want to call him, who you believe is a part of Mossad based on what? Him being a Russian Jew and having a knack for extensive research? And you clearly don't remember like when he started, because then you would have, I don't know, you wouldn't have compared him to DJ from Full House. Yeah, I caught that play on words, nigga. DJ Tanner was the oldest daughter of Danny Tanner on Full House that featured Mary Kate and Ashley. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that was slick though. I ain't gonna lie, that was slick. But again, with Vlad and the whole wife thing though, like, so there's a black Mrs. Lubavsky. See, I fucked his name up just now too. I said it right the first time. But I don't even know if I'm supposed to dignify this with any research for real, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna look. And as far as making black people famous and all this shit, you only end up on Vlad if you're either famous already or infamous. You know what I mean? But I don't know, bro. Like, goalpost moving. Back to the content.
You reached out to me in 2008 after me and Mr. Carter had a very, very, very unfortunate incident.
Mission abort, mission abort.
Your life is about as, and your background, it's about as easily tracked as Barack Obama's.
That's pretty tracked.
Yeah. Like there's something very wrong.
Now, if you saying that he a whole spy, but then you just sat here and said his background is trackable as Barack Obama, you know, like how much scrutiny you're under to get elected president, especially be the first like black president, melanated. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, that just kind of threw me through a little bit.
Wrong with you. And not only that, let's look at the list of SA predators you're involved with in business currently. You're being championed as a friend by the Comet Report, who was thrown off of radio for threatening to assault SA a 4-year-old child. His partner, I know for a fact, committed statutory SA. And I feel bad because I talked that girl out of filing her report like she wanted to with the police. Because you told me she was a liar, Buck. You told me all of that. Like the both of y'all got some weird history.
Okay, so Star championed Vlad as a friend. Not saying it's the other way around, right? So basically, one hip-hop media personality having a friendly, professional relationship with another. Like, that's what we're talking about. Now, the incident that she's speaking of, where Star was arrested for threats against a child, stemmed from his beef on air with DJ Envy. You know what I'm saying? And to give even more context, Star also had threatened DJ Envy's wife. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like he was just out here thirsty for a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he ended up having the charges dismissed anyway. You know what I mean? So in the end, because in the end, like, nobody takes Star and Buck Wild serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as that. And also, you know, Envy's father is a former NYPD, so you already know how that might have, you know what I'm saying, played into how that shit went down. And, you know, again, nobody takes Buck serious either, whatever and shit, for whatever matter, but not condoning it. I'm just saying this is what I mean when I say taking something that actually happened and then spinning a whole different narrative out of it. Now, I looked up Buck Wild to see if there was ever any reports of sexual misconduct against him and so on and so forth. And I ain't find nothing. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you allow somebody, if he did that to somebody that you know, you basically allowed a person you alleged to be a predator continue to move about unscathed because you let him and his partner talk you into talking the victim out of, you know what I mean, making or filing her claim. You know what I'm saying? Now, that situation with Star and all of this happened in 2006. That's before you and Mr. Carter's, you know, alleged unfortunate incident that happened in 2007, 2008. You know what I mean? So basically, you were cool protecting the industry until you supposedly got played. And now you want to fancy yourself as some kind of whistleblower, you know what I'm saying, or some shit like that, like you out for justice, when it really seems like you just out for the fame that you couldn't get as a singer. But we're going to keep going with it.
And then, Vlad, you do a podcast with a Hollywood plant who was convicted of child grooming and SA and all of that. And his name is Aries Spears. You get the pervert. The birds of a feather flock together. And then DL Hughley, you have him as a running guy on your show. And everybody knows what Monique told us all about, how he let his friend essay his daughter and refused to believe his daughter until the money ran out, and then all of a sudden you found something wrong with it. Like, everyone in your orbit, Vlad, is a weirdo.
Shit, you a weirdo too. But see, this is the part when I say that people shouldn't be allowed to file these type of lawsuits or make these type of allegations and remain anonymous. Because first of all, Aries Spears was not convicted of child grooming or any of that. You know what I'm saying? The case against him and Tiffany Haddish was actually dropped by the accuser and dismissed. You know what I'm saying? So, here you are though, calling him a convicted choma. You know what I'm saying? And as far as with the D.L. Hughley situation, that was not even a public situation. That was something that the Hughley family was actually dealing with in private. You know what I mean? And it only came out not because somebody wanted justice for the daughter. but because Monique was pushing a narrative about her being blackballed and wanted to dirty everybody who didn't stand with her when she got benched. You know what I'm saying? DL's oldest daughter, Ryan Nicole, I believe her name is, and shit that she's talking about, actually publicly expressed how she felt. You know what I mean? Sending a message to Monique to keep her and her family's name out her poisonous mouth and all that. You know what I mean? So the three so-called perverts that you trying to like pin on Vlad and say that, you know, he cut from that same cloth, it's kind of all cap. You know what I mean? And it smells like a lawsuit, because that's a hell of a thing or whatever to say. Like when you can actually Google and verify that like Aries Spears definitely wasn't convicted. And how you even call bro, you know what I'm saying, a plant. Like Aries Spears is not no top-notch like comic, he the underdog. You know what I'm saying? So I thought the plants or whatever got like the good, you know, the big look. You know what I'm saying? And who can you call a weirdo? Like I said, what's weird is making up or embellishing stories about people being predators just because they're more successful or they don't agree with you. But hey, look, I'm kind of new to this this YouTube thing, but better be careful with me, because I'm gonna damn sure do that research and we're gonna get the business clear every trip. You feel me? But let's keep mobbing, y'all. We on our way home.
And you're white.
Here we go.
You don't even look remotely hip hop. Nigga, you look like you should have like done the reprisal for Fiddler on the Roof. You act like that.
Stupid.
Running around from 10 rooftop to 10 rooftop, playing your little weirdo music. You know, that was based, that whole movie, The Fiddler on the Roof, that came out of Eastern Europe, right on the edge of Russia, where your people are from, where Mossad is very involved.
Do you think they asked Vlad before he came on, what is his thoughts on you before they put him on?
I'm sure they checked.
So,
but the thing is
makes for good TV.
It's great TV. Like I said, I thought it was brilliant. But the thing is the only way that he could have been cloaked from a vetting team as fierce as Piers Morgan's is if he was being covered by a government.
So what are your thoughts on Ariel then? She comes on last as a lawyer for one of the Diddy accusers. She actually backs yours. She actually... She
corroborated the fact that she saw the very videotapes that I said were about to be sold right here on this couch just a couple months ago. Why is everyone so late?
Why is everybody holding on to these videotapes? The children being hurt.
I sat right here and told y'all there was activity on the darknet. Videos were being distributed and were going to be sold for profit because the diddler needs the money. Did I not say that? Right here.
Crazy.
And now we got a lawyer who has seen it.
Of course.
But I ain't got no receipts. Okay. You know what my receipt is? Reality and time.
Oh man. And boom, yo. There you have it. I was gonna stop it one more time, but I was tired of Shorty and I didn't really want to have to listen to her in two parts again. So basically we got Jaguar wrong. I'm gonna stand on the wrong part. You know what I'm saying? Saying what everybody else says whenever they don't like Vlad, you know what I'm saying? Like how he, like how he handling his thing, right? So now they trying to throw him in the predator circle or whatever and shit. And, now to the point where you putting false labels on associates or spinning false narratives to demonize somebody in the public and win over an audience. But I guarantee you, if her career went anything like a Beyonce, a Rihanna, or even a Jill Scott, you know what I'm saying? Like, she would, all the people that she's saying like that she been going in on, You know what I mean? Like, she wouldn't be trying to expose anything. You know, Shorty got a dirty spirit about her. Like, I don't know. And I'm not really much into like all that energy shit, but she just got a real dirty ass energy about her. You know what I'm saying? To the point that if she would have been the one in position of power, she would be doing all of the things that she said everybody else is doing. And if you ask me, based on my research, she ain't been right ever since 2018 when her son got clipped, you understand, in the parking lot down in Arlington, Texas, the day after his birthday. You know what I mean? The altercation popped off between him and his crew and, you know, another group of friends and shit like that. So Jaguar's son, Giovanni, pulled out a pistol, playing tough, and then tucks it back in his pants. But in the process or whatever and shit, dude upped it on him. You know what I mean? Like, and basically shot him dead. You know what I mean? Now, the shooter was never prosecuted, but the way they play in Texas, I know damn well they got a stand your ground law or something like that down there. So if you pull your pistol out on somebody and they shoot you, that's like what we call a free kill. You know what I mean? Then her other son or whatever, a whole conspiracy theorist too. You know what I mean? But he claimed that his mother would use him as a pawn to achieve her ideal life and fame that she never got as a singer. You know what I mean? And the lawyer to the defendant suing the person that you're trying to demonize, bro, like saying that they saw the tape and all this shit, like that don't really mean nothing, bro. Like, nobody else seen it. That's not a receipt. She gonna push any story that could potentially lead to a settlement out of court. That way it's less overhead or whatever on, you know, hiring private investigators and all of that shit to like work this case. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. If you made it to this part of the video, hit that like and subscribe button. Smack the notification bell if you gang, if you're mobbing with the content. And as always, stay dangerous so you can be safe. It's your boy Daylight TV. I'm out.